I said, I got a countdown, or are we just live?
We're just live, man. I mean,
All right.
that's what it is.
I love it. Bill O'Reilly, fuck it, we'll do it live. Like,
what
an amazing
freaking win, man! Like
signature win, Dylan.
Just crazy, man. Like, I won't lie. Like, I came home from church and I just thought, well, we've played well, but we're not winning this one. It is what it is. We're not winning this one, and here we are now, post game. What do you think?
I had those moments too watching the game. It's like how they're like it almost seemed like they weren't even interested at points of the game. But after the second half started, it was a completely different game. I'm so over the moon. I don't even know what happened. How's that?
It's just crazy, man. Like, I don't even know what to say.
We had some great coaching clinics put on, like when they went for 2 to put themselves up 1. That puts so much pressure on the Philadelphia Eagles to do something with the ball. I think that's maybe will go a little understated, but
well, we spent the whole game just watching a lot of yards left on the field. Lots of really bad missed opportunities. Like, we didn't play bad. We just made a lot of stupid mistakes that ended drives. We overthrew the ball. Just a lot of dumb stuff. And I will say that one of those drives that ended was because of that second intentional grounding, and that is the most bogus intentional grounding I think I've ever seen. So that frustrated me, but
it was frustrating. Sorry, I was watching the highlights from the end of the game there on ESPN. Amazing signature win by Sean Payton and the Denver Broncos. And not only that, Bo Nix, he didn't have the best game metrically. Metrically, is that a word? By the metrics. But at any rate, when the moment got big, he stepped up. He looked like crap through the first half of the game, but when the moment got big, he actually made big plays. Shout out to the offensive line. This may be the best offensive line I've seen in.
I agree.
Granted, I watched Super Bowl 32 and 33. This may be the best offensive line I've ever seen in my life as a Broncos fan. And I know that that's like a big order, but believe me when I say their run blocking on schemes and how they get to their points is nothing short of amazing. And the last thing I'm going to say before I let you talk, because I've been dominating, is that, oh my God, J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah.
That dude is a monster.
Absolutely.
Like, give him the ball and let it go. Anyways, what you got, Dylan?
Well, like I said, I was really disheartened. I missed the first half because I was making we were having a chili cook-off at church, and I kind of had to wait for that to finish before we could get here to go live, and it was just kind of ho-hum. I mean, the first half, I thought, well, we're keeping it close. It's 3-3 most of the first quarter, and then we just let them score those touchdowns back-to-back unanswered, and it was like, okay, this is not going to be a great game. But, I mean, God, who woke up Evan Ingram? Like, Evan Ingram just went wild.
Yeah, I don't think people are keying on him. Ingram's been kind of quiet lately.
Yeah, I agree. To the point that most of us have kind of thought, well, is he still on the team, or was he just a myth?
Right.
But defense was good overall today. There were some plays that were given up. That Riley Moss got caught on that touchdown, and Alex Singleton on the other touchdown. Both of those have been points that fans have been kind of unhappy with. I don't think the hate that Moss gets is completely fair, but the touchdown he gave up was pretty bad today.
I'm going to say about both of those plays is that the other team plays too. The other team also tries to win. They also try to score. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So as much as I want to be upset about either one of those plays, as we talked about during the stream, First of all, Alex Singleton shouldn't have even been in the position to cover Saquon Barkley one-on-one with no safety over the top. Like, he shouldn't have even been in that position in the first place.
He should have been on the bench, but that's just my take.
And the other one is, like, sometimes the other guy's just better. Sometimes, like, everybody plays to win, right? Like, sometimes the other guy's just better. It's just, it is what it is.
Yeah. Favorite play of the game?
You're asking me, or are you going to go first?
I'm asking you.
The sack of Jalen Hurts, the deep sack of Jalen Hurts, about midway through the third quarter, where the team really started turning the game around.
I think that's when we got the momentum. I think you're right there. That was a pretty crucial part of the game, because then the offense came out and answered pretty heavily after that.
Yeah, that sack in the third quarter is probably my play of the game. My player of the game is probably going to be. Oh, it's a hard one. I'm going Jared Allen. Jared Allen had a hell of a game today. He was all over the place, disrupting everything. That dude was tearing the Eagles up today, and the Eagles are supposed to have the best offensive line in the league. And Jared Allen was having a field day with him today.
Yeah, I think if I had to... My favorite play, honestly, like, the Ingram touchdown. Like I said, we haven't seen him all year, and so it's just kind of like... It's nice finally seeing something happen with him. I'm hoping that this is the start of him, like, actually stepping up and being the player that we thought we were getting when we signed him. And then as far as, like, the player of the game for me, that's kind of a tough one, but I mean, Hufanga's definitely up there. Man, he had some freaking great plays, but I think I got to give it to Nick Bonito. I mean, Bonito has been a monster all year. Normally when you see a guy sign a big contract like that, suddenly, which really, his contract is not a big contract. He took a very team-friendly deal, and love him for that. But normally, once a player gets paid, you see a decline at times. Not so with Bonito. Bonito has been out there getting to the quarterback all the time. Today he had 2.5 sacks, 2 tackles for a loss, and a total of 4 tackles. 3 quarterback pressures as well on top of all of that. The guy was a beast. I think he was a huge part of why we won this game, because he was getting to the quarterback consistently, just like he always does.
My honorable mention for the game will be Raekwon McMillan. He had the sack.
Absolutely.
He had a couple of big tackles.
Absolutely.
That guy was on fire today. Raekwon McMillan was on fire today.
Well, and like you said during the actual game discussion, Vance Joseph was over there hyping him up the whole game. Like, it was he was getting him wound up all game long. So.
It was only a matter of time before he started popping off. When you got your head coach over there all jacked up, like, yeah, you're the best. You're gonna go do some shit. So,
yeah.
Final thoughts of the game. I think the last possession of the Broncos was played brilliantly.
Absolutely.
They chewed so much time off the clock, and they protected the ball. Once again, signature win for Sean Payton and the Denver Broncos. Signature comeback win, fourth quarter comeback win, by the way. Oh, hang on. I got to watch Club Dub. I got to watch Club Dub. Hold up.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm gonna just say that for my part on things, you can't call us a team that can't beat good teams anymore. That was like the criticism against us all last year is, oh yeah, they won a lot of games, but they really didn't beat any good teams. And admittedly, this Eagles team might be the worst 4-0 team I've seen in a while, because they offensively have been pretty bad up until today. They're still 4-0. They're still a 4-0 team, and we beat them. And so I think it's time to retire that statement that Denver's not able to beat good teams. we beat ourselves quite a bit, but we still have that ability in us to win these big games when the time comes.
I don't think it's time to retire it yet, but I do think that the talk is getting old. That's why I called this a signature win, because the Broncos couldn't do this last year against good teams. They would always, like, aside from Tampa Bay, which was an outlier, and other things that we could get into. Mm-hmm. But for the first time on the road, the Denver Broncos were behind the sticks and actually pulled out a win.
Well, and you said a funny thing during the game that holds true is, we lost a bunch of games at a point in the season where we hadn't trailed in the fourth quarter. The first game that we actually trail in the fourth quarter, we answer. It was like, what was it? 17 unanswered or something like that? No, it wasn't quite that much.
It was 17 unanswered.
It was 17 unanswered. In the fourth. Yeah.
Yep. And that's crazy. Yeah. It's not your father's Broncos, I guess they would say.
Right. Well, you know what? I've been hard on Nix. I will still continue to be hard on Nix at times. But
I'm going to interject right here. I'm going to interject right here and say I'm still going to continue to be hard on Nix. It's great. We're all elated. The Broncos won. They beat the Eagles. Congratulations. They beat the Super Bowl champs on the road. Nix played like absolute dog shit in the first half of this game. And for anybody to just erase that from their memory, I think would be a bad thing.
And I wasn't
he has
saying
got
that
a lot to work. He's got a lot to work on.
I'm saying the same thing you're saying. Like I'm not giving him a pass for all of it. I'm still going to continue to be hard on him if he continues to play like he did in the first half. But he played a fantastic second half of football, and so definitely happy with that, because I'm sick of seeing these stupid overthrows, and I'm afraid that the things that we need to see fixed, if they're not fixed yet, it's going to take till off season to get them fixed. This footwork has kind of taken a step back.
He fixed this in season last year. He can do it again. He's an athlete, right? Like, he thinks, all right, here's my theory about Bo Nix. Bo Nix has main character syndrome. He thinks he's the main character of the game, of everything that's going on. So that's why he makes these wild arm angle throws. That's why he makes these throws off his back foot. That's why he throws the ball away thinking there's somebody there, but there's not. And I don't know what it's going to take to get him out of that, but you want that in him. You want that ability, like that fire inside of him, to want to go make the play, to want to go to win the down. Like, so you can't really take it away from him, but at the same time, how do you rein it in? Does that make any sense?
Right.
Like,
it's not to distract from our game, because obviously we're talking our post game, but I do have to laugh because we were talking during the game about how badly the Raiders got spanked by the Colts, and Nick Wright, who was at the beginning of the year talking about how Denver's going to be at the very bottom of the AFC West and how the Raiders are going to make the playoff, Nick Wright posted and said, I might have slightly overrated the Las Vegas Raiders going into this season. The Raiders got spanked, and you love to see it. And the Chiefs are going to get spanked tomorrow.
I don't mean to cuss, but I fucking hate Nick Wright.
Yeah, absolutely.
That guy, he is the worst talking head on sports media.
Oh, I
don't even understand how this clown has a job. If the Kansas City Chiefs were not as successful as they have been for the past 10 years, nobody would know who Nick Wright is.
Right.
Anyways, sorry. That's my rant.
Now that we've gone off topic there, any last thoughts before we go ahead and wrap this up?
They have all the pieces. They have the fixins. They can be a good team. They just got to figure it out.
Yeah, we beat the team that won the Super Bowl.
Signature win, by the way, for Sean Payton, for Bo Nix. Everybody was looking for one. There it is. Here's your signature win.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. This is just a great win. Makes me happy to see. You know, they proved me wrong. I was over here being a doubting Thomas during the third quarter, saying there's no way
He
we
was
come
down
back
low
on this.
too. I was like, there ain't no way they're winning this game, bro. They're playing like dog shit.
Yeah, we both said it. We were both just like, there's no way this is happening, and they pulled it off. Good win. Go Broncos.
Go Broncos.
All right.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us on our journey. We love you.
We'll catch y'all next week.